Hello, and hello. Hello, this is Joyless Gaming again. This time, looking here at Inside, the follow-up or whatever, the same company who made Limbo. And if anybody has watched my playthrough of Limbo, you might be wondering, why the hell am I playing this? Well, for one thing, I know exactly what I'm going to get out of this game, because there's pretty much no surprises in it for me. I've seen it all. I've watched it be played by at least one person. Ooh. And that things in the background. It's not necessarily that I'm going to be adding unique or scintillating commentary to this, but oh, I didn't actually notice those. Those are actually like chambers or pods or like some sort of tanks or something set up in the back there. But yes, there's not going to be many surprises in this game for me, and I can at least be calmer when playing it. Yes, you go off that way. Where's that pipe going out of the top of it? But again, it's the same kind of thing of it's all visuals, no real text. Just context and subtext, I guess, in the atmosphere. I thought it was control. Maybe it's right control. Yeah, okay, it's right control this time. It was left control in Limbo. They certainly have refined the animations a lot compared to Limbo, but then again, Limbo came out in 2010. This came out last year, I think. Was it last year? Don't see me. I command that you don't see me. Yeah. And I'm not exactly not exactly timely with this game, but I wasn't timely with Limbo either. I've got a very small audience. It consists mainly of my mother and a few random people that for some reason watch some of the random shit I do. Right. Why are you whimpering? Is that foaming at the mouth? Surprising to think that it's actually easier to see. I was watching in full screen, and obviously some detail was lost in transmission. It does look a lot better than when I watched videos of it. I hear you. Okay, so I was right. I should have been not moving. That was a dart too. It sounded like a bullet, like a proper cartridge firing, but didn't look like it. So turn around, little boy, hide. I do get the impression I'll be doing a lot of hiding. I know there are secrets, but I'm probably not going to bother finding them. And I also don't know if I will complete this all in one sitting. It's 11:30 at night right now. I did most of Limbo in one sitting. That was in an afternoon. Very frustrating afternoon, I might add. Now it's just sort of a dark and not stormy, but gloomy night. And this was on sale, so I bought it last night. Thought, yeah, why not? Give it a go. Yeah, that's... How do I go inside the thing? Oh, that's right, it just stopped, don't I? Oh no, there's a hole there. Because there's no... I can't make him crouch, can I? But if I have to use up to jump, I can't sort of... And then just go. Yeah. So I have to trust on that guy tripping and stumbling. Whoa. Stop shooting at me, you evil bastard. Hurdles. Whoa. Just assume that I drowned. Don't follow up on it or anything. You can quite clearly tell, though, this kid has no face. He has no features. Okay. Don't drown. Yeah, keep looking in that spot. I couldn't possibly be anywhere else. As I said, it does look a lot nicer. I mean, I say nicer, it's a horrible landscape, but it's rendered quite well. And the rain's so thick that it disappears. Of course, it's also an impossible landscape because it's all moving from left to right non-stop through the entire game, and when you think about it, it's actually impossible. It's kind of like if it were designed by Escher or something. There's the little chicks. Because they have actually really done quite a good job with the camera, and you feel like Corn is right in front of the camera. Alright, little birdies. Gather round. But yes, it's the same sort of deal with Limbo in that there's vague suggestion with what you're actually doing, but for the most part, it's the audience filling in the gaps with their own imagination. At least there's a lot more of a concrete context to this one compared to Limbo, because Limbo, I guess, if it was Limbo as in some place after death, okay. Now apparently whatever you put these things through doesn't kill them somehow. I need you to scatter so that I can then go and suck you into the thing to push off that bale of hay. And see, as I said, apparently they don't die from that. Seems unfeasible to me, but anyway. And yes, from what I have seen, the platforming is a bit more straightforward in this game compared to Limbo. Kid should have died from that, but anyway. And whether or not we should assume that those writhing worms are like the brain parasites from Limbo, or just some sort of thing that Playdead, the developer, really likes using. Pretty disgusting if you ask me, but they put a giant spider in their first game, so I say first game, I don't know if it actually was their first game. Maybe it was their first game as Playdead. Maybe they've made other games. They usually have. The studio may be new or what have you. It may actually have veterans. And whoop, there we go. Organs. Organ music. Oh, ow. Ah. Come on, that had nowhere near enough momentum to kill me. Bullshit. At least it's generous with the save points. And then we yank this worm out of its ass. Because that's how you mind control a pig, is you shove a worm up its ass. Because that's where their brains are. Obviously. Didn't you know that? Alright, now strain our necks. Hanging from this thing. That guy didn't die somehow. And alright, of course. Ha. Do we want him to push? No, we want him to pull it, don't we? Alright, okay. Down and control is how you get out of that. So I guess they are trying to find what they can do in terms of interesting mechanics with limited controls. Because you've got 4 directional buttons and a generic interact button. And suddenly it's not raining anymore. That's right, and there's people. Should have paid closer attention to what time it was when I started recording. So I'm just going to try and put it into roughly 20 to 30 minute things. I don't know if this will go up at full resolution because with Limbo, it turned out, strangely, that compressing the video actually made the files larger. And obviously it didn't improve the quality because compressing doesn't really do that, but the actual video files got larger after I compressed them down from 1080 to 720. So this does seem a bit more graphically intensive. So it's possible that I might have to compress this, but I might not, depending on the size of the files. Rather like with the Dragon's Trap stuff that I'll be putting up, I figured I'm just going to put that up as full resolution because compressing it didn't really add anything. Actually, no, it did add things. It added some sort of artifacting on a couple of moments of it, so I'd rather not have that. And then you get full benefit of the visuals. Okay, now I need to not die. Excellent not dying there. And some very good not dying. Now, breaking my legs. I don't know if I really want to bother, because that's where one of the secrets is. Yeah. No, I won't be bothered going for the secrets. You have to basically do a second playthrough. Well, not a second playthrough, but... Oh yeah, that's right. There's a... Oopsie. Now, is it that I need to have that closed? I need to let the guy out of there, but I need to close it so that they can... Yeah. Thanks, fellas. Everything's on a dead man switch. So yes, they certainly managed to make yet another visually interesting yet horrendously bleak environment. But at least there seems to be actual people involved this time, rather than giant spiders. Oh, there must be another secret down there. Jump back over and there's a ladder right here. The yellow cables. You follow the yellow cables, to anyone who doesn't know. Follow the yellow cables to the secrets. You find little sphere thingies. Whoa! Whoa! This place is falling apart. Find the spheres, pull the plug, and once you do that to all of the spheres, there's a thing where you go back to the beginning, or, you know, restart. And there's a final thing you can pull the plug on, and it's like it disconnects you from the computer. It's like a, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be some sort of meta-referential thing. Ow. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now, I do remember seeing this bit. Gee, that's not ominous. Go and get this up. Tough little kid. Although, as I established, not a kid, because he's got no face. Why there's a thing about him needing to breathe underwater and... what have you. Whoa. Yes, why does he need to breathe underwater? He doesn't have a nose or a mouth. He doesn't have eyes. I don't think he has fingers. What the hell? Is that a seagull? What is that? Oh, I thought that was going to break. Right, that's where it breaks. Okay. And this is where I have to mimic the people. Yes, forgive me, my reflexes are not the best. I preempted it a bit there. So I think when the light is flashing on the back of the thing, that's when it's worried about you. Like then, when I just fucked up the timing of the jump. Because I was looking at the back of that thing rather than looking at what I should have been doing. Run, boy, run. Wow! Yeah. This kid's an action hero. Whoa. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Will I make it? Ah, yes. I made it. Now, minion. Push. Yes. Okay. Get through this next puzzle bit, and then I think I'll call that an episode. Come on. Wake up. Time to do my bidding. Alright, now, what we need... No, I do need to hold that because I need him to be pushing. That's right, what I need him to do is to climb up. Mind control by proxy! Push me, minion. Alright, yeah. Just being a little bit thick. Dead man switch everything, of course. Whoa. It's probably a secret off to the left there. As I said, the game... Any time that you'd be basically moving to the left is probably when you're going for a secret. Where am I? Oh, I'm actually wrong this time. Alright. Need to be going to the left. That's right, this bit is where you find the thing. To move the other way. You'll find something. What is it that you find? You find something. Is it that pallet? Maybe it's that pallet. Yeah. There we go. In emergencies, it can be used as a flotation device. Okay, well, I'll call this an episode, standing on the precarious thing. So this has been part 1 of however many parts it takes. Joyless gaming, playing inside, which is an appropriate game for joyless gaming, I think, because it's very bleak, as was Limbo. But I expect it to be far less frustrating than Limbo was. Anyway, so this has been episode 1. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.